this rock I will build my church. But there's another kind of people called the gates of hell. He says they will not prevail against this church. So as far as the sons of... The fifth indices to discern a change and a shift of seasons is dreams and visions. Dreams and visions. Dreams and visions. A season comes upon you where suddenly, almost every night, they begin to cast a particular matter before your gaze. Brother, it is an indication that you have shifted seasons. Sometimes you will sit down like this and have a dream. In your dream, you will see yourself as an adult, although you are an adult. Let me give you a very popular illustration. You can see yourself in an exam hall, sitting, and there's papers maybe in front of you, or there's an assignment or something important to be assessed. And then you will realize that you don't know anything to write in that hall. Or everybody wrote and they were submitting, you are the only one that could not submit. Or that you wanted to write, your biro was not writing, and you were looking for a way to quickly get a pen until the exam ended. When you wake up, it's a signal, brother. When you wake up, it's a message from the divine. They are showing you that there is an assessment that qualifies you for the next, that you have not aligned properly for. So go and do a quick appraisal of your life and check which area. For many times, it is because we abuse time. They are telling you, you need to redeem the time quickly, because there are versions of you that are demanded by Zion to manifest now. And so once you begin to have dreams, visions, and revelation, communicating an emphasis, it is an indicator that a season has opened up. What is the business with a poor man sitting down in his lack, in his, scarcity, and having dreams where he's donating food supply to people who are, displaced? What is the business with a person who have no means to even feed properly, to see themselves catering for people who are, disadvantaged, and he is seeing himself just giving? Listen, it's a signal. They are showing you that although you are looking like somebody who is down, there is a new season opening up for you. The moment you have glimpses of these things, you realign. I'm trying to run through these things so I cannot dwell much on them. For dreams and revelations, our scripture is Genesis chapter 41. That was the only platform where Egypt was delivered. Pharaoh would have just been so rich. He would be so excited by the harvest of the next 7 years that are coming. But it took a dream for God to save a whole land from famine. Because through that dream, they were able to assess the 7 years of surplus and the 7 years of famine that will follow. It was captured in a very simple dream in one night. The details of 14 years was captured inside it. Meanwhile, that dream was probably not more than 2 minutes. It didn't take long for 7 fat cows to swallow 7 lean cow, and that was all. That is a message for 14 years combined. Don't trivialize your dreams. Don't trivialize your dreams. Many of you, your dreams are so accurate. Your dreams are so accurate that you have dreams. You wake up because of how bogus your flesh is compared to your spirit. The dreams are detained by the flesh every time you wake up. So you wake up and say, Kai, as though I dreamt of something, but I cannot remember it. That dream is still active in your spirit. Your spirit still traps that reality. But because the flesh is bogus, once he resumes, he shuts down all the facilities of the spirit. So since that facility of revelation has been shut down, you will say, Kai, there's something I saw. One of the most easy way to retrieve the things you are trying to contend for, go into fasting immediately. If you go into fasting, you will hit a threshold of hunger where the vistas of revelation, you will now remember that I saw myself wearing a boot. Many deliverance has come for us, but we wake up and forget it because it was buried in simple dreams. Decisions you are busy asking God, what should I do? Some of it have come already in dreams, but You choose to neglect. It's a very powerful area of spiritual illumination. Dreams, visions, and revelations. Lastly, another indicator of a change of season is increased hunger and access to knowledge. Increased hunger and access to knowledge. The first time the description of Jesus' manifestation was captured, it was captured at his birth. They just told you he has been born, and they told you he was born in a manger. The second time his manifestation was captured, they say he was 12 years old, and they found him with scholars, teachers of the law, asking and answering questions. There are many people that will move around with very, very erroneous, notion of this matter. Jesus was not teaching scholars. He was fortifying himself with the knowledge base that God has made available to man first. Because he started from there asking questions. It was the questions he was asking that was provoking responses from them. See what he preoccupied himself with at age 12. Because there was a burden. There was a new season that was about to break out in his life. So there was a quest for knowledge. A hunger for knowledge. And access to strategic informations. When you meet a person who begin to access knowledge, who begin to access light, when you meet them today and meet them tomorrow, they would have changed. Because per time, every light, every knowledge they are fellowshipping with is changing them into new versions. Every knowledge they are handling is stepping their manifestation up. So you can never see a person who is dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge and see them the same way at 2 points of their life. They will always be ever evolving. You know that a season is opening up when a hunger, an increased hunger for knowledge comes upon your life. Listen. Many of us have aborted seasons like this. And the reason for that increased hunger is to prepare you for the new place you are stepping into. Since you did not maximize that hunger to learn, that yearning to press into knowledge, you now arrive eventually into new heights. And since you were not prepared, the stage that was supposed to be for your glory becomes a place for shame. Because when you remove preparation from the story of a man, every stage designed to lift him up will become shame. I told you that I will show you ways to draw back lost seasons. If I don't do that, we have not made any progress today. So I'll just run through it. If God gives me grace, on Tuesday at Congress, I will explain it on Tuesday. Let me just give it out. First way to bring back lost seasons. Let me give you an example so that it will make sense. Let's say a season of abundance came and you mismanaged it in ignorance. A season of abundance. Remember one of the indices I told you to use to discern seasons? There will be, a reoccurrence of a particular outcome in very high capacities. So let's say many guys showed up and you said no to everybody. And then a season now came where they were not showing up much again.